11.
Olihui Tower, Mana 7 approaching the lakes, Yankee 1 ahead.
Mana 7 to Tower, Flight Trades, approach Port Saddle.
No report to settle, Mana 7.
Mana 7 Hoey Tower, south side clear for takeoff. Make a left 270, pass behind departing Airband. Additional traffic.
Here we go.
Harder on the base to the north ramp.
Out departure, left 270 behind Airband, check your side, out of 7.
So this is the landing runway here, eh? For most of them,
this is where most of the jets do, yeah, just so they don't have to drop in over that mountain.
That's right.
There.
They go right over that lighthouse, though, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Airband over the fire station, head to Cars Point. Local 106, Hoey Tower, turn right on course, runway 3, clear for takeoff.
Right on course 3, clear for takeoff, local 106.
This is the Twister soundtrack?
No, this is from a video game, believe it or not.
Sounds like Twister.
I can barely hear you guys.
Yeah, take
up
it,
your
the volumes are, reach in with the plugs into the wall. Make sure those are both plugged in there nice and tight.
Yeah, they're plugged in.
And yeah, roll those volumes all the way forward, make sure.
Yep, they're all the way forward.
But now Willy Harbor here, you got the area where the big boats come in, again the cruise ships, one of the barges in there.
Is that where they go in?
You got it.
For the cruise ships? Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of entertaining watching that.
Yep.
You can see this river to our right, that's the Huleia River, where Indiana Jones escaped from the guys chasing him in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Really?
Over 100 movies and TV shows filmed around the island. I'll show you a number of spots today.
I love the soundtrack.
Love that.
Wings 11, Carter's 1.
Wings 11, see ya.
See ya.
I really wish you would stop touching my mic.
Trying to help.
What?
Trying to help.
Can you see dolphins and such from up here?
On occasion, yeah. It has to be really calm water, though.
Yep.
So sometimes we'll see dolphins all winter time, see lots of humpback whales.
Yeah, in season, right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You're kind of late November through mid-April or so.
Gotcha, just leaving Weeping Wall.
We were in Maui in January, saw a lot.
Oh, yeah.
On the water.
That's Whale Central out there.
Yeah.
This here, Ha'upu Ridge, meaning fond memories in Hawaiian. A neat area that not everyone gets to see because the helicopters virtually never fly offshore of this particular area. And you can't explore it on foot because it's all private property. Owned by the Waterhouse family today. That's who the movie The Descendants with George Clooney is loosely based on.
A lot smoother than I expected with all the ridges and everything.
Yeah, we're still on the kind of the upwind side, so we'll get some areas where it's a little bit more like a boat ride. But
yeah,
not too bad today.
How long you been out here, Marcus?
About 2 years and 2 months.
Perfect. Love it?
Yeah, right. Flown to all the Hawaiian Islands. Kauai definitely my favorite, but they're all fun.
That's what everybody says, yeah.
Right?
That's a nice little beach to get to.
There's a lot of beaches in Kauai you could get down to, pretty much have all to yourselves. Or at least it feels that way. Here coming to Mahalapu Beach on the curve. That's said to be where the first explorers discovered Kauai. And you can hike down there or drive My recommendation would be park where that red dirt is at the end of the beach. And that's a nice short walk. Yeah, that saves your car from falling apart on that really dirty or bumpy dirt road.
There are horseback riders.
There's horseback riders. Yeah, you see them down there, Avery?
Oh, yeah.
Now that is a golf course.
Yo, Mom, look, there's the crater out there that we were wondering what that was.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Beautiful.
You guys golfers at all?
Yeah,
Play
we
golf?
just played yesterday.
Right
Day
on.
before yesterday.
You play down here at Poipu Bay?
No, not yet.
Oh,
we're staying at Kauai Landing.
Right on. This is the PGA Tour course on the island, right near the Grand Hyatt, the big green roof. That's the largest resort on Kauai.
The Grand Hyatt's what that one is?
Right.
That water.
Yeah, and it's something.
I'm sorry, the water looks so weird with these glasses on, but if I take them off, it's bright, so whatever.
You can see a little crater next to the road under the right wingtip. That's an old lava
there you
vent.
go.
That was the most recent volcanic eruption that created this shelf down below us.
Oh yeah, right. See it, Avery? Look at the water. See where it's. This is where we were yesterday, I think.
Right there.
No, it wasn't.
That crater.
You can see the shelf of lava. See it through the water? That all came from out that crater, he said. It flowed right down into the water right there.
Wow.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Look behind. See the
Okay,
crater?
see that crater you looked at right in the shadow right now? Over the right off the wingtip?
Yeah.
The lava came out and it flowed right down. Do you see the dark patch right there in the water by the land?
By the way.
That was lava. That's lava that hardened up and flowed out of the crater into the water.
Now it's rock.
That's in the Poipu Beach Park there, off Kaloa town, just up the inland park, kind of near that body of water. That's the Waita Reservoir.
Got it up there, okay?
Oh, that's water.
There's our resort right there, y'all. Right here, off the wingtip right now. That's Kauai Landing.
Hi, house.
And right here, coming up, is the beach house restaurant where we ate last night.
Yeah.
It looks so small.
How high up are we?
We're about 1,600 feet right now.
Oh, I didn't know there were solar panels on top of it.
On everything. Amazing.
Look how deep blue the water is under there.
Beautiful. Zach, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
We're gonna build something over here.
Yeah, actually building some fancy homes. That's the private golf course on the South Shore. Kukui'ula membership for your first year of golf there, $125,000.
Oh, is that all? Oh.
Well, after that, it drops off to an affordable $23,000 every year after. Well, I'm lucky I got a good buddy who works there, so golf there every once in a while.
Yep.
Yeah,
Are these
really
little
nice.
farms right here?
Yeah, this is all one big farm. This is coffee.
Coffee, all right.
Ooh.
Kauai Coffee Company.
And there you go.
There you go.
Not as famous as Kona Coffee from the Big Island, but Kona, a bunch of small farms. Whereas this is, again, one huge plantation, the largest in the United States.
Wow.
About 4 million coffee trees, 3,100 acres.
Which do you prefer, Kauai or Kona?
It all depends on the blend. You know, usually Kona is a medium roast,
Yeah.
so I tend to like darker roasts.
Yeah.
On occasion, I'll get the Kona. It sounds like you guys are coffee drinkers. Definitely check out the Visitor Center. You can go try all their coffee for free.
Really?
Figure out what you like. Yeah, take a free tour, a nice gift shop.
Wow.
So what's the VOR out here for?
That's used for cross radials on the instrument approaches into Lahui.
Into Luhui? Yeah.
On a white sandy beach of Hawaii.
That beautiful?
Playing in the
That-
sun.
I see an ocean and
Having
clouds.
so much fun
So pretty.
on a white
There you go, Z. It's Izzy.
beach
It is.
of
I can't hear anything.
Move your headphones around. May just not be over your ears.
The way I listen to you guys is just pressing my earphones in.
Alright.
Hear better.
One of our good friends is from went to University of North Dakota.
Oh yeah.
Also from
For
Minnesota.
aviation?
No, she was a cheerleader.
That's a program?
Hey, I found our shadow.
No, wait a minute. She was NDSU. Fighting Bison?
Okay, yeah, that's an hour south of where
That's
I
it.
went.
Yeah, sorry. NDSU.
I get mixed up all the time.
Sandy Beach,
It's a nice golf course for you on the hill. It's kind of the budget golf course on Kauai out at 3 o'clock. It's called Kukui Olono. 9 holes for $10 all day.
What?
Play as many rounds as you like, as long as you don't leave the course and come back.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not
I know what
sure.
you guys be doing.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they do the club rentals, if they make you re-rent every 9 holes or how that works, but it's $10 I know for a set of clubs.
Is it walking or?
You can cart for another $10, so.
That's a deal.
Right.
Dad, I'm gonna leave the pictures up to you because my phone is not as good quality as you guys.
Okay, buddy. Thanks. Just check it. You just take it all in, bud.
That's what I'm doing.
Be sure to get a selfie, though.
No. I'd prefer it if you did not say that.
So, it seems to me like it's almost always the same weather.
It has patterns that, yeah, you'll notice that make for very similar weather depending on the time of year. It is a very dynamic place to fly though, because the weather changes completely in 15 minutes easily, like all the time. But there's almost always clouds right up in the center. And that's because it's the rainiest spot on Earth. So almost always hidden in the clouds. Why ale ale means rippling waters. About 500 inches of rain up there each year.
Wow.
That's a lot of rain.
Yeah, right.
Is your wife also from Minnesota?
She's from eastern Wisconsin.
Okay, so
Yeah, right.
My
in that
mom
area.
was born and raised in Madison.
Oh yeah, very good. A little bit north of there, she's from Sheboygan on the lake.
There you go.
okay.
Mike, there's that. This little, is it a lake?
Another man-made reservoir.
Yeah.
Yeah, remnants from the sugarcane days.
Awesome. Wow.
About to fly over here the Hanapepe Valley. All of Hanapepe private property. And not only the whole valley, but from the east edge of the valley way out west to almost Waimea Canyon. Belonging to the Robinson family, originally European missionaries who came over and started a small farm. And the Hawaiian king was selling land very cheaply, so they purchased about 20% of the whole island.
Wow.
And therefore, all these waterfalls down the right, only visible by air. Including the largest one in the valley floor,
Oh, wow.
Manavaio
Oh, look at
Puna
that.
Falls, about 200 feet high.
Is that the one in all the movies?
That's the one in the movie, Jurassic
movie.
Park. Yeah, the first Jurassic Park, right where they landed the helicopter at the base of that
Right.
largest one.
Oh, look how beautiful that is. Can you hike up there?
You cannot because it's private land. Be trespassing.
There's several waterfalls. They're kind of hidden though.
Soundtrack matches.
Oh, of course.
Really hard to take a picture of it. I see a helicopter down there.
Now, there's one helicopter company that lands in the grass down there a couple days a week. They get permission from the Robinsons. But no longer a helipad right at the bottom of the falls like there was in the movie. That didn't make it through filming. You recall the wind and rain in the movie? That's real video of Hurricane Iniki, the worst storm to ever hit Hawaii.
Wow,
Oh,
it
wow.
Arrived September 11th, 1992. 145-mile-an-hour wind. Caused over $3 billion in damage and washed their helipad away 3 times while filming.
Jeez.
Wish you'd stop videotaping me and start videotaping what's outside.
So, yeah, we're kind of using this as an introductory of where to spend the next few days.
Sure.
So it sounds like the hikeable ones, the easy hikeable ones are on the east side, right?
There's very few hikes on the east.
Okay.
There's better ones up in the canyon. I'll show you where those
Okay.
are. Canyon and the Poly. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are a couple of good ones on the east I can point out to you as well. Length of the Middle-Okele. This here, the Olokele Canyon, goes back to the western face of Waialeale. It's all carved out mainly by water erosion. And this is all still private land.
Really?
Yeah, you can forget about seeing it other than by air for another couple of miles.
What's the highest ridge? About 5,000?
Just shy of a mile, 5,243 feet up in the clouds there, back behind the right wing.
Wow.
It's called Kauai.
Wow. Looks like the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say.
If it didn't have trees.
This is clay,
Yeah,
right? What is
Well, it's just dirt. It's because the lava rock is so rich in iron, as it erodes, basically turns into a rust dirt. Kind of how it is in Kauai and the Hawaiian Islands throughout, really. You can tell why there are no paved roads to the middle. It's very difficult terrain.
Right.
And to make things even more difficult, the big flat plateau up there to the right, with all the rain, that's a big swamp.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
As the Alakai Swamp. You can hike up through there, but it's a longer trail. So home to some of the rarest species of birds on Earth. Kind of cool.
like a roller coaster?
Oh, and you're a pilot, you get to make your own roller coaster every day. If you like. Passengers don't like that, though.
So is that a little house up there on the right there?
That is the Robinson family hunting cabin right at the edge of their land.
Wow.
What do they hunt?
Hunt wild pig, mountain goat, and black-tailed deer.
Wow.
Do they rent it out or is it private?
That's private. I've never heard of them renting it out, at least. Maybe they got some friends that they allow that. Southeast Waimea, length 11.
Okay, yeah, this is really starting to look like the Grand Canyon now.
Yep.
This is Waimea Canyon, which is nicknamed the Grand Canyon of the Pacific.
Well, it was close.
Yep.
You'll see
Wow, look at that.
There's a
Waimea
rainbow.
Valley.
Guys, look out to the right.
What?
Rainbow out to the right.
Oh, look at that.
Oh yeah, look at that.
See, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I do see the rainbow. So can you can hike through the bottom of that, right?
Yes and no. I mean, you could if you kind of blaze your own path. There's kind of one trail that takes you to the bottom of the canyon. That's back behind us a ways, kind of over 7 o'clock. And then you just kind of go as far in as you want. It's a lot longer than it looks, though. So you're going to be camping out there. Not as common as the other hikes again.
Got it.
Dad, you really want to climb that?
No.
That's what I thought.
That's pretty though. It's really something.
It is something.
And that's why we're up here.
I'm gonna guess y'all visited here before you decided to move.
We did, yeah. We visited friends and actually took a tour with this company one of our last days here. And happened to meet Ellen on that day. She mentioned they were looking for another pilot. which I didn't even think much of, but got back mainland to 25 degrees below zero and
Yeah.
couldn't stop thinking about Kauai, so started emailing and here we are.
Boom. Good for you, man.
Yeah, it's just kind of the right time of life.
That little bitty waterfall at the bottom down here.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It's wonderful.
Tiny little one.
And a larger waterfall just ahead. You can see it from the road as you drive up the canyon, which, again, you guys gotta do while you're here. That's one of the highlights. It's called Waipo'o Falls, about 800 feet tall, counting both streams, and you can hike to the top of that one if you like. It's kind of a moderate hike. Difficulty-wise, about 45 minutes each way.
Wow.
Beautiful.
That one's easy to remember, called the Waimea Canyon Trail. You leave right from the second main parking lot as you drive up.
Wow.
Bird.
People do live up here.
There goes that road underneath us, right along the canyon's edge.
Oh,
Look
wow.
at that.
Definitely got to drive that.
Yeah, it's pretty fun for the driver, especially like a racetrack in some areas there. On our left side, the southwest corner, that's the very driest part of the island. Currently getting some rain, but that's the longest, largest beach in Hawaii. Hale, about 17 miles long.
Wow.
Most of it is accessible, though part of it is designated a Navy base. Or they don't typically allow people out on those sections. They do missile launches every few months.
Wow.
Back to Honolulu, Honolulu.
Now the road up the canyon continues all the way up to that highest ridge at 2 o'clock, kind of right where the edge of the clouds are there.
Yep.
Wow.
I'd say my favorite hikes take you down the tops of these ridge lines. You can look down into the valleys of Nepali. Those on the more strenuous side, though. There are some easier ones as well.
Definitely got to do that, you guys. I mean, I was debating whether or not to do a boat. I'm a boater back in Tennessee. We have
Sure.
a boat. I haven't flown in years. Well, shouldn't say I haven't flown in years. I flew last year, but gave up the doing the flying instead to do boating.
Cool. Yeah, I think if I wasn't a pilot, I'd be working on the boats. It sounds fun.
Especially where you're from. The lakes are amazing.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, look at this.
Thanks, 11 over Nu'ulo'olo 3000. So this is giving way to the crown jewel of Kauai, Nepali coast, the 2,000-foot deep Nu'ulo'olo Valley down below. You can hike to that far ridge right between these two huge valleys.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, see the choppers below. Wow. Talk about having a beach to yourself.
Yeah, for sure. That double beach on the right called Honapu. The only legal way to go there by swimming.
This little hole
Yeah.
right here. That
Oh yeah, a little hole. Yeah, look at that.
like a giant quarry.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Look at the helicopter going into the canyon and out.
Beautiful.
All these super sharp spikes of Nepali called the cathedrals. Easily some of the most dramatic terrain in all of Hawaii, if not the world.
Is that your buddy in the chopper?
Yeah, that's one of them.
If we were to go snorkeling, where would we go?
Not up here. Yeah, I'll show you some locations up on the North Shore that are real nice as well. The cathedrals lead into Kalalau Valley. This is the largest valley on the Nepali, and at the end of the road as you drive up the canyon, you can stand on that very highest rim. Yeah, that's one of the easier Nepali hikes. You can go along that ridge. That's called the Pihea Trail. Yeah, it's like a mile and a half each way.
Are they crowded? Is there usually a lot of people on them?
There'll be a lot right at the beginning of that one.
Yeah.
And just, you know, as you look out there, but you know, some of the trails quite busy, others you won't see anybody for hours and hours.
Wow.
The rainbow.
That beach below the cathedrals, the larger one, that's called Kalalau Beach, same name as the valley. That one you can kayak to the calm day, or you can hike there. However, the trail to get there, 11 miles each way, ranked in the top 10 most dangerous hikes on Earth.
Yeah, I've read about that
For
one.
everybody, yeah.
That's one I read about, yeah. There's like, you go like halfway and then spend the night or whatever, right?
That's what typically most people do here, right?
Get ready for Everest.
Yeah, right. The first parts of that trail are really nice up on the other end of Nepali. I'll show you where those are. My wife and I just recently hiked to that red ridge kind of on the right side of Honopu Valley, looking down on all that. That one's less of a trail and more so kind of a jungle adventure.
Yeah.
Pretty brutal. Those views at the end, maybe some of the best on the island of Valley.
So there's some boats coming up from that port down on that end?
Yeah, you got it. That's my favorite, or my second favorite way to see the island on the boats. They're a lot of fun, right? I like to go in the morning because you see a lot more wildlife, lots of dolphins and such. Afternoon you get the nice Nepali lighting and a fancier dinner though.
Oh look, I found the third GoPro.
There's some kayaks there, guys. See them?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Some people made it.
Pretty strenuous, I would think.
They do it one way. You know, they go from the end of Nepali ahead, often land at the beach, and then continue down. That way they're with the current the whole way. So, my wife and I love ocean kayaking. We're going to hopefully have time to do the Nepali this summer.
How long does it take?
Depends on your pace. I mean, most of a day, for sure, you know. Plus, you want to go in and explore all the caves down here. A lot of them along the coast.
Yeah, that's what those little jet boat things or whatever the small boats get into, right?
Yeah, Zodiacs and everything.
This company partners with somebody, don't they? On one of the boat
the
companies?
Blue Dolphin.
Yeah, the Blue Dolphin, that's right. Yeah, I almost did the combo.
Okay, sure.
But I think it was just the regular I don't know. It was the regular group tour, I think, rather than just a private thing.
Okay. So this is the halfway point of the trail, in essence, the Hanakoa Valley, where you mentioned there, Mark, will camp for one night typically.
I'm sorry, which I missed that last part?
This valley, that's where they'll camp for one night along
right.
the hike.
That's right, yep. Here come some of the sea caves, guys.
Yeah,
See them?
That would have been really neat too. Look at that. Wow. So cool. How far in do they go?
Some of the larger ones go back over 100 yards, yeah. So quite a ways.
See them down in there?
Not sure what the very deepest is, but some of them go in one side, you come out a different area. So
Wow.
lots of variety.
Okay, thanks. Still looking. That's it.
A lot of helicopters. I don't see as many fixed wings, though.
Now, this is a slow time of the day. Earlier, I mean, there's sometimes 6 or 7 helicopters all on the same coastline. That's a lot less fun, but yeah, there's a lot more companies, as you mentioned.
The water.
Like 11 offshore, KA straight through 2.2 for 2,000. Now, this is KA Beach down below us where the road ends on the north shore. That's some real nice snorkeling there on a calm day, right at the end.
Oh yeah, the little
Little lagoon you got it.
Yeah.
Trick is to find a parking spot. Try to start your day early if you're going to come up here. If you can arrive at KA before 9:30, got a good chance of getting a good spot. I mean, the earlier the better, of course. But, you can come back down the road. This is Tunnels Beach just ahead that has this massive reef off of it. Some of the best snorkeling and diving on the island on a calm day. There's just so much to explore there.
Right here where this little cat is anchored.
Yeah, that whole reef.
Yeah, look at that. Avery, you see that reef right here below?
So that's the snorkeling place.
Yep.
I'll mark it.
I did.
A little bit of a walk to get out there to that reef, but I think it's worth it. You get some awesome views of the cliffs as well.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The waves are all coming in.
Okay, this one's for Gabby.
Zach, how you doing back here?
I'm doing well.
Zach hasn't talked once. That's a pretty big beach right there.
This one on the point, that's called Luma High. You have a 5-minute walk to get down there. Pretty much have it all to yourselves.
Wow.
Doesn't get very busy, and then you got to be careful swimming there. There's no reef, so those waves can sometimes get pretty big.
Yeah, it looks like it's pretty steep.
Right.
Drop off
very
right now.
erratic.
Yep.
The Hanalei Bay on the right there, about 2 miles of beach through the big horseshoe shape. We got Hanalei town on the inland side of Princeville up ahead.
That you dream of, dreams really do come true.
Hey, Avery, can you hand me my Mountain Dew, please?
Someday
you, bud.
Where trouble melts like lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where
I don't know how, but I heard you open that bottle.
A little rain up ahead. Oops, sorry.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Nice shower there. This is the rainy side of the island, although truth be told, been quite dry for about a month now.
Really?
Or fairly dry. Still get some overnight rains.
So Jamie, here in Princeville, this is where a lot of those Tug BBS condos
Oh yeah.
you can get. A lot of the chains, timeshares are up in here.
Yeah.
red roses too.
There are so many golf courses.
Yeah, 2 more up here at the Prince and Mackay courses, each between $250 and $300 around. So I haven't played up here yet, but make friends with a member or something.
Yeah, exactly. I'm with you.
Well, I see skies of blue and I see clouds of white.
Reefs are amazing.
Bright.
Yeah, this looks like a good snorkeling place, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, this is called Anini Beach. It goes for about 2 miles ahead. This is all just one huge reef. Nice option for snorkeling.
Wow.
The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, singing, how do you do? They really say, I love you.
The kayaker.
I hear baby
Looks stuck.
watch them go. They'll learn much more than we'll know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful.
But as you'll discover, kind of funny to see Princeville from the air compared to driving past it. All those hedgerows do a real good job of hiding all the buildings. You really never know there's quite so many from the ground.
Pretty.
Yeah, that's a good picture, Dad, right there.
Yep. Good call, Abe.
Lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you find
Dodging the rain.
Here's the Hanalei River, winding its way down below. You see all those cars waiting to cross. That's the first of the 1-lane bridges. And right in that corner
Oh, I
down
see it,
straight
yep.
below us, yeah. But from there to the end of the road, you gotta often take turns as you cross the rivers.
Got it, right down there. See the 1-lane bridge down there? Right off to your right, Avery. You see the bridge?
Yeah.
Cars going over it?
Oh yeah.
Right down there?
No, what?
It's right behind you now. You're 5 o'clock. See the cars going over the bridge? It's a
hard to
1-lane bridge. Over the river.
Oh, I see it now.
You guys got enough air back there and everything?
Yep.
Avery?
Yep. Mountains look so sharp that if you fell straight from the top, it would split you in half.
Looks like it.
Yeah, that ridge called Hihimanu, Hawaiian for Eagle Ray. From certain angles, that kind of 3-mountain chain there can look like a stingray. We're just entering the Hanalei River Valley. It cuts up the center of the island. All state land, but very difficult to see other than by air because there's no roads. And only a difficult hike or two.
A little waterfall below us. To the right.
That's nice. Like we used to have some waterfalls here.
Yeah, the ones we're seeing today are essentially the permanent waterfalls, and all the dark scars, the more temporary ones, show up after the heavy rain. But
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm sure you'd probably see water coming out of there if you were here during a storm.
Right, on rare occasion, after real heavy rains, he'll fly up here and every tiny nook and cranny, this whole valley is bright white with waterfalls. It's
Really?
unbelievable. Yeah, you just can't even describe it.
Amazing. Nice one.
What part of the island do you live on, Marcus?
I live down kind of the south central part. If you remember where that inexpensive golf course was?
Yeah.
I live about maybe 8 minutes east of there,
Got it.
downhill.
So do you surf? Have you gotten into that here?
I do a lot of body surfing and boogie boarding. Mainly I do a lot of diving. I go free diving a lot.
Oh, yeah?
Wow.
So, yeah, that's my favorite by far, but so, body surfing here and there.
Getting a little bath?
Little car plane wash.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Keep it shiny, right? You can really see why it's called the Garden Island. It's so lush and green. The waterfalls. The brightest lime green up the cliffside looks like grass or moss. So there are thousands of ferns. 200 different types of ferns native to Hawaii. However, maybe you've heard most of the plant life is not native, including pineapples, coconuts, and most of the palm trees.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty surprising. Pineapples introduced 1790 from Brazil as a cash crop. And the only native types of palm trees called lo'ulu palms are the fan-shaped, shorter ones. They don't produce coconuts, and they're an endangered species now.
Huh.
Hey, Zach.
Yeah.
Hi.
What's up, dude? Do you get, is it mostly just like gentle showers, or does it ever come like a real good thunderstorm here?
We get thunderstorms rarely. Yeah, it does happen, but not very often. Again, we do get plenty of rain, even when it's not storms and such. We just had get summer, the dry season, so we've had a lot of good weather lately. But yeah, thunderstorms rare. I'd say we maybe had 3 so far this year.
Wow.
Would be my guess.
We like a good thunderstorm.
Yeah, I do miss thunderstorms. They're not the flying near them kind of.
Oh,
thing,
God,
but,
yeah.
Definitely not that. I get a lot of hurricanes that come nearby the islands. Like last year we had 15 hurricanes. They all headed straight for us and then turned off and went some other way.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Like something fly by outside the crater 2.8.
Any tornadoes?
Nope, never get tornadoes out here, just the hurricanes.
So with the tsunami warnings, what do you do when you hear a tsunami warning? What are you supposed to do?
Oh yeah, we were talking.
Look at the chopper. Wait a minute. Look at the chopper coming below us.
Yeah, there goes Jeff again. In theory, you'd seek higher ground. Typically, I mean, I've been here for a couple tsunami warnings and it hasn't been anything, so.
We were wondering, where does everybody go? Up.
Yeah, up, yeah, exactly right. We'll do some camping in the canyon.
Zach said you put on a bathing suit.
Yeah, or that, or mainly they'll, for the hurricanes especially, they'll go to Costco and buy out all the water, toilet paper.
So it's the same here, too.
A lot of panic buying, right?
Like snow in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 2 flakes.
Dad loves a good Costco.
Often asked, no snow ever on the top of Waialeale there. That's not quite high enough or cold enough. You get it on the Big Island, on Mauna Kea, Mauna Loa, and then on a rare occasion in Maui on Haleakala. Maybe you've seen it up there. Been to the Big Island before?
Not to the Big Island yet, no. We'll save it for a future trip.
Yeah, that's probably my second favorite. I would say mainly because of that volcano. It's just so
Pretty
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, we like
Especially how active it's been.
Yeah.
A lot of flow.
Actually, it was very active the last time we left 5 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
We left and then it blew its top.
Well, not really.
Not really.
See,
but
that's why I don't want to go.
It's not Avery. Not what she means.
Yeah, there's
Got angry.
So we're in the crater here? Is this it?
well,
Yep, we just
the
mentioned
whole
it.
thing.
Yep.
Yep, that Waialeale crater we flew past, it's not actually part of the original crater per se.
Right.
They think this whole ring around us, we're in the Lahui Basin, was
Right.
the original shield volcano. The island's so old there, though they're not even 100% sure where the original crater was. They think it might have been 2 shield volcanoes, but who knows, I guess. And the tallest point here, just over 5,200 feet, the island continues for another 2 miles below the ocean surface.
Really?
Yeah, the island, or the mountain of Kauai is about 16,500 feet. And what we call the Hawaiian Islands is actually just the top 3% of the mountain ridge, or the mountain range that's there. So
Really?
pretty amazing. And counting what's down there, the big island of Hawaii, the tallest mountain on Earth, over 33,000 feet.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of, you don't typically realize. Here you have a little crater out our left, just that little one they think is where the original source of the lava was. So take that as you will there, yeah.
Little green spot?
Yeah, you see
Yeah,
it?
just that little mound.
That little
With some
mound.
pine trees on top of it there behind the lens.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Wow.
Yeah, we were stoked for Big Island, and then the day we got there, I got super sick, so we weren't able to do everything we wanted to, but still got some hiking in and went to the volcano and all that, so making another trip back there sometime, I think.
You got a lot of family come to visit you?
Not as much as we'd like, but
Yep.
they're coming, my whole family's coming the end of August.
So information, Zulu's current 1050.
They came last year as well.
Altimeter 3005. Call on ground for clearance again.
We lived in Vail. Jamie and I lived in Vail for a year early on when we were young.
That's so funny. It's exactly what I was just thinking. Everybody in their mid to upper 20s, they move away to some fancy place and then they go back. So you may go back still.
Yeah, I'll probably end up long term somewhere in the Midwest, but we'll see.
Local 122, read back, correct, push back your discretion.
Hui Tower, wings 11 inbound, just north of the lakes with Zulu.
Vegas 11, Louis Tower report, leaving the falls, traffic, island, helicopter over the falls.
We're leaving the falls, looking for island wings 11.
Well, Louis Tower, Mana 8 with X-ray Zulu at rotor wing for north departure.
On 8, Louis Tower, depart rotor wing at own risk, north departure approved.
On risk, north departure approved, Mana 8.
Come on, come on, you hear the sound of his voice.
We only lasted a year in the mountains in Vail. Couldn't stand
really? What did you like about it?
it. The snow.
The snow, yeah.
We moved out there in September, and it turned out to be like the third
Oh my goodness.
biggest snow winter ever.
Sure.
You know, it's funny because in Tennessee we always hope for snow.
Oh yeah, well you like the variety. You know, I miss snow here and there, but not the bitter cold temperatures for sure. Got our last set of waterfalls down our right.
Oh yeah. See it right
Oh,
here
look at
again?
that.
To the left of the sheds there. That's the best one you can drive to, called Wailua Falls. The road right next to it. From the air though, you see all 3 waterfalls. From the lookout, you see 2.
Can you get out and swim in them, or?
You can get down to the bottom. It's very steep and very slippery, so just be extra careful if you do that little hike down there.
That's
But you
beautiful.
can.
Look at that. So pretty.
So you and your wife's been to all of them so far since you've been here?
We've flown around all of them.
Yep.
We've spent as far as like some extended days on Oahu and Big Island, and then so a little bit shorter time on Maui as well.
How long does it take to get over it in one of these?
Depends on the winds, of course. Quick sec. Wings 11 leaving the falls.
Wings 11, report Kmart.
Fort Kmart, Wings 11. From here to, like I flew over to Dillingham a couple weeks ago, drop off a friend and pick him back up. That took be against the wind, 45 minutes to get over. On the way back, about 35 minutes.
Dillingham is in.
That's on the northwest part of Oahu.
I got it. Yep.
Yeah, Honolulu, with all the traffic, maybe an hour
Sure.
each way.
Yep.
Turning around over KBR for rotor wing.
Always fun to go inter island. Company was leasing out one of these air vans from the Hilo side of Big Island, so we took the airlines over. My wife came with, and we flew all the islands on our way back. So
Nice.
that was pretty awesome.
That's awesome.
I'd like to do that
That's
again.
great, Mark.
354, verify information, Zulu.
We go tour with Kenny Chesney, and so we play in.
do ya?
Yeah, we play every year when we go to Seattle. A couple guys in the van, pilots. So we use that open airplane
Okay.
to rent 172s, take them up to the San Juan Islands.
Oh, yeah. That'd be
Great
fun.
way to see it. Yeah, land, grab lunch, and then head back.
Love that. It's always fun to just kind of break up the routine, so I kind of jump on any chance to go fly to another island.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like the end of this month, my medical flight physical's due for a renewal, so I'll probably take a plane over there and spend the day. Pretty cool.
Good man. Are there plenty of them available? I mean, I didn't see a whole lot on the line.
Not really. Yeah, this just our company. I mean, Wings 11 came on left base.
Wings 11, runway 3, clear to land.
Clear land runway 3, Wings 11. Yeah, so when I go over, it kind of means closing down a day on the flight schedule for a plane, so you kind of have to time it right there.
Got
But yeah, not too often that'll happen. Last year, my family was here. My dad broke his neck doing some body surfing. He had to go over to Oahu for several days, but it worked out that we had to fly over to get some maintenance done on this plane, so I brought my siblings. We flew over there to visit.
Yeah, damn, sorry about that, man. Is he
You
okay?
Yeah, he's recovered very well. He was very lucky, though, with his break. 97% are fatal or paralysis. He doesn't have any of that, so.
Oh my gosh.
Quite the ordeal there, but that was kind of cool to fly over there, see him, and then went to Pearl Harbor with my brothers and sisters.
Wow.
Here tower, Island 6 at the lake, Zulu. Island 6.
Now, they went to the one beach that I asked them not to go to without me, so I could keep them safe, and sure enough, those waves will get you. But he thinks the danger is sharks in the water. That should be about the last thing on your mind.
Very nice.
Smooth as silk.
I get a lot of practice.
I can't do it that way. That was awesome.
Thank
it's
you
quite
so
the
much.
island,
11,
isn't it?
taxi to parking via Delta monitor.
I'm glad we saw it that way because that's,
Delta Park on the ground, Wings 11.
yeah, there's
How are you braking?
My toes.
the tips of the tips of the rudder pedals, Avery, are brakes.
Focal
How you
122,
steer
runway
as
3,
well.
taxi via Juliet Alpha Mike.
So he's pushing in with his left foot right now to turn left, and to brake,
Hawaiian
he's actually
354,
tilting them
tower,
like this.
Runway 3, cleared for takeoff.
There goes your Hawaiian Airlines runway 3, Avery. Look at him, getting ready to take off. That 717.
All right. Well, thank you guys for flying Wings over Kauai.
Dude, thanks.
Pleasure
That
taking
was
it
great,
around.
man.
Thank you, Marcus.
You are welcome.